Welcome back. So, in our previous lesson, we talked about storytelling framework, how to craft engaging stories that build the emotional connection with your audience. Now, we are going to be talking about bringing value. We want to create value driven content that positions you as an authority so your audience will want to buy from you. We are going to cover how to create content that educates, inspires, and converts without feeling pushy. So, what is value based content? It is content that helps people. It solves a problem. It teaches something useful. It saves time or money, so it's providing a shortcut or a solution. It inspires or motivates, so it's going to create that emotional connection. It entertains, it engages without feeling salesy. If your content doesn't provide value, it is not going to convert. So, how do we structure our value based content? Well, we want to ensure that we have an attention grabbing hook first. Remember, we need to hook our audience in the first 3 seconds. So, an example, you won't believe this simple trick for X. Then we want to deliver our value. Deliver something useful, relatable, or inspiring. So, an example, here's how I went from problem to solution in just 30 days. Then you have your call to action, which is guiding them to the next step. So, an example of this is comment yes if this was helpful. Remember, we want them to engage with our content if they relate. That way, the algorithms will push your content out to those types of people. And we always want to lead with value first and then add a CTA naturally. So, here's how we're going to create content that attracts buyers without feeling salesy. We want to position our content so it naturally leads to sales. So, here's what works: teach something and then introduce your product or service. Show real results, before and after, case studies. Use curiosity based CTAs. Want to learn how? Drop info below. These things make your audience see themselves in your content. So, here's what doesn't work: posting only promotional content, hard selling without first providing value, talking too much about you instead of them. People do not buy products, they buy solutions to their problems. Remind yourself of that before you make each piece of content. So, now let's talk platform specific content strategies. TikTok and Reels, these are your quick tips, your trends and storytelling. Instagram and Facebook, this is your carousel posts, your long captions, and your video testimonials. YouTube Shorts, this is your listicles, how-tos, and behind the scenes. LinkedIn, this is your thought leadership, case studies, and industry insights. Pinterest, this is your evergreen how-to guides and templates. Remember, one piece of content can be repurposed across multiple platforms. All right, let's go over some common mistakes to avoid. Focusing too much on selling instead of educating. When you start worrying more about helping people rather than making sales, that is when you are going to see success. Next, not using hooks to grab attention. We are in a time where we are just mindlessly scrolling, right? So think of it like this: you drive to work each day, you see the same things over and over and over again. You generally just forget that they're there. But if all of a sudden a new building was being built, you'd pique curiosity and pay attention to what's going on. Does that make sense? We have to hook our audience, whether it's text on screen, your spoken first line, or something that you're doing. Next, skipping the CTA. We have to tell people what to do next. Next, posting inconsistently and lacking a strategy. I'm not asking you to post X amount of times per day or at certain times. You have to come up with something that you can commit to. Create yourself a schedule like Monday motivational posts, Tuesday how to posts, Wednesdays inspirational. Stick to your schedule for 90 days and then see how it's converting. Remember, when you lead with value, sales are going to happen naturally. So here's your action steps for today. I want you to choose one content type, whether that's educational, storytelling, social proof. Then use the hook value CTA formula for your next post. Test your platform, see what resonates with your audience. Engage with comments and build relationships. So, the challenge today is to share your next value based post inside of the community for feedback. Don't forget to download the free resources down below to help you stay organized. Now that you understand the storytelling framework, it's time to apply it by bringing value to your content. This training will help you create content that brings real value to your audience, making it easier to attract, engage, and convert buyers effortlessly. Let me know if you have any questions, guys. I really want to see 100 successful online businesses created inside of this community. So let's go.